Welcome to Engin Fitness. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Anthony. I'm someone who went from skinny to fit, and these videos are purely just educational, so this way you guys are able to learn from these videos, take what you're learning, implement it, so that way you guys can actually start seeing the results that you all want to be seeing in your own fitness journey. If you are someone who's interested in one-on-one coaching though, the link for it will be down below in the description below. So if you're someone who's struggling with gaining weight, you feel like you need that support, that accountability, or you just feel like you don't want to go through the trial and error process of doing this stuff on your own, then go ahead and check out that link and let's see if private coaching is a fit for you. But enough about that. Let's get right into the video for today. As you can see on the screen here, we're going to be talking about how to bulk for skinny guys specifically. So I made for you guys a bulking 101 slideshow here for you to learn from, take some notes from, and obviously implement from as well. So to start things off, the very first thing you need to do is you need to find your maintenance calories. What is your maintenance calories? How many calories are you able to eat without losing or gaining any weight whatsoever? So that's the very first thing we need to do. And the simplest way to do this or to find your maintenance calories is by simply going to Google, typing in macro calculator in the search bar. So this way you can see the first link, as you can see in the screenshot right here, of calculator.net, which is essentially, in my opinion, the easiest thing to use. I mean, all of them are pretty easy, all these calorie calculators, but just pick the first one. This is the first one that you see as soon as you type in macro calculator on Google. Pick it, fill out the information, and then it'll give you of course, your maintenance calories, at least a rough estimation of your maintenance calories. After you get that rough estimation though, go ahead and add on 300 to 500 more calories to that, and then you will be in a surplus. It's a rough estimation though, so this is why we have to make sure we weigh ourselves once per week to see if we're, staying the same as far as our weight goes. Are we gaining a little bit of weight, or are we even losing weight? Because if we are, then we need to add a little bit more calories to what we're already eating. Now, apart from adding 300 to 500 calories to your maintenance calories to be in a surplus, you also need to be sure that you're eating 1 gram of protein per body weight that you weigh. So if you weigh 160 pounds, then you need to make sure you're eating 160 grams worth of protein per day, because protein is very essential. You need that macronutrient, so this way you can build muscle and also recover effectively as well. You want to use MyFitnessPal as a way to track all of your eating. Very simple to use, very easy to use, so I think you guys will have no trouble figuring out how to navigate through MyFitnessPal. You want to use a food scale as well to measure how much food or how much of something that you're eating. Now, as far as a food scale goes, there's really not one specific brand or one specific kind of food scale that I recommend. What I do recommend though is like going to Walmart or Target or any other store that you feel like might be useful for you or nearby to you, excuse me. And just see their food scale, see what they have. You can choose the cheapest option. I mean, the food scale that I have costs like 30 bucks, really relatively cheap. And I know there's some that cost like 40, 50, or up to $60. You don't need those expensive ones. They have like more features or whatever, but the only thing that you need to do or that you want to look out for is if it measures your food in ounces, if it measures food in grams, and if it measures liquids like milliliters, of course. So those are kind of the three that I look out for. Really, main thing is just making sure that it tracks your food in ounces and grams, and honestly, that's really all that you need. Step 2 is training. So now that we have the eating portion of things all set aside and in order, it's time to focus on the training portion. So if you want to make sure that you train with intensity. So instead of doing your typical 4 sets on every exercise, drop the sets down to 2 and take those 2 sets till failure. And when I say failure, what I mean by this is like go until you cannot complete 1 full rep anymore. Control your form all the way through, focusing on the negative part of the movement and having a slight pause at the stretch part of the movement. So this way you really get the most out of each rep. You're actually being intentional with your training, and you're not just swinging the weights around or just ego lifting or swinging your body around to have that or to get that 1 extra rep in. No, you want to make sure you're actually being intentional with every single one of your reps. You're not cheating in any kind of way, and that you're training till failure, so this way you get the most out of your training sessions. As far as rest time goes, 3 minutes worth of rest for isolation movements is good. 4 to 5 minutes for Compound movements, as far as rest goes, is pretty good as well, just because compound movements use multiple body parts or multiple muscle groups, so it tends to really take a lot more out of you. So that's why I say 4 to 5 minutes for compound movements, and as far as isolation movement goes, 3 minutes is more than enough. Keep in mind, since we are training till failure, we need to make sure that we're resting as much as we can, so this way we can carry the same intensity that we did for our last set onto the next set that we have to do. And finally, as far as rep ranges goes, anything between 5 to 30 reps is good for hypertrophy training. My opinion, my suggestion is, and what's really worked best for me, is aiming anywhere between the 6 to 10 rep range, as that's within that 5 to 30 rep range. And also, like, that's the rep range where you can pick a moderate weight, where you can do really proper form, but also take that weight to failure. So it also makes it easier to progressively overload as well. And for those of you who don't know what progressive overload is, pretty much it's an increase of weight since you were able to do last week's weight on a certain exercise with proper form for the rep ranges that you had given yourself. So for example, if I had bicep curls for 6 to 10 reps, 6 being the lowest rep range or the lower side of the rep range and 10 being the highest, if 1 week I do 20 pounds for bicep curls and I do the full 10 reps with perfect form, all that kind of good stuff, then I am able to move up in weight for next week, and I am able to do, did I say 20 pounds last time? 25 pounds this week, and I would have to do the rep range of 6 to 10 reps, and I would just pretty much go until I reach 10 reps, and then that's when, again, I would bump up the weight and then try to reach 10 reps again with perfect form, good technique, as that's what really matters the most. Step 3 is sleep. Sleep is quite possibly the most important part when it comes to all this. You need sleep in order for your body to repair itself from the beating that you gave it inside of the gym. You also need sleep to recharge your batteries, because since you're training to failure, you really do need to make sure that you're recharging your batteries, so this way you can go as hard as you can for the next gym session ahead. So if you're someone who does struggle with sleep, whatever it is, go ahead and check out some sleeping supplements. Apart from that, if you really do struggle with sleep, like it's something that is a medical condition, maybe you have narcolepsy, maybe you have insomnia, whatever it is, definitely go seek out help with your from your medical professional, whoever you go see as far as the doctor goes. So this way they can, prescribe you something, or maybe just go talk to them in general, see what they have for you in terms of a solution to what you're going through. That covers it though for today, guys, as far as the video goes. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see next as far as the video topic goes. I'll be happy to make it for you all. If you are one more time, if you are someone who's looking for one-on-one coaching, the link will be down below in the description. So please feel free to check it out. Other than that, take care, guys. Much love to you all, and until the next one, peace.